Assalamu alaikum, wives of Jannah community. This is Megan Wyatt, and welcome to 2017. Now, as you know, I've been sending out a few messages about creating a challenge for you, and that is to make 2017 a year of greater vulnerability. And you know I'm really passionate about vulnerability. But I've been getting questions about how. Like, how exactly does one become more vulnerable? Or why specifically are we supposed to become more vulnerable? Like, okay, yeah, we understand we should be more honest about things or not hide things so much, but really, how is vulnerability going to make a difference? How is it going to help you in communication? How is it going to help you fight less? How is it going to help your husband pay more attention to you and put the phone down? How is it going to help your husband maybe come home on time, or help with the kids, or help with the dishes, or whatever it is that's your thing? What does vulnerability have to do with the actual day in and day out of a relationship, aside from asking you what it sounds like is to wear your heart on your sleeve, right? So vulnerability is something that I'm extremely passionate about, and yes, it is woven into every single one of my programs. And that is because we often understand, which is what these questions are showing, why vulnerability is one of the most important ingredients for a strong, healthy, and happy relationship. One of the first ingredients is to have taqwa, right? To remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be conscious that He sees you all the time, to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to desire to do good things for His sake. Taqwa is like a number one ingredient, right? Without taqwa, the mu'adda, the rahmah, the love and mercy as we translate it to mean, is going to fade. But let's say the love and the mercy is there. I mean, you love your spouse and he loves you, right? There is mercy between the two of you. You're kind, but the relationship still is not where you want it to be. Whether it's because you're having little fights consistently, maybe you're having big fights and you're making up, and you're having big fights again and making up. And again, there's mercy still there and there's love still there. But the passion isn't there, the chemistry is not there, the communication at a deeper level isn't there. You've lost touch with who you are. You're not really sure where your spouse is orbiting in which universe. You guys are really drifting apart. Vulnerability is the key to that, but I want to teach you how to use it and why I'm so excited by it. But to do that, I can't do it in a Facebook post, I can't do it in an ebook, but I can do it for you in a training program, which is exactly why I've created some of the programs that I have. They're custom created specifically to help Muslim wives and couples, because let me make this clear, just about everything I've created can be shared with a spouse or was designed to be shared with a spouse, so that you and your husband can get on the same page and develop a greater understanding of each other, what you want, and learn and be given better tools to communicate with each other about things. We all fall into patterns, we fall into ruts, communication ruts, ways of just interacting with each other. A lot of people run parallel lives, but they're not really connecting. So I want to help you to do that at a deeper level. And so my program called What You Both Really Want, it's a training program. I've done it several times live, and I've successfully launched it many times, just the recording version where people can take it at home. That is a course I created to address exactly what the title says. What do you both really want? Like, what does your husband really, really want that would make him feel so overjoyed and happy in the marriage? And what do you really, really want that would make you overjoyed and happy in the marriage? And not just, again, happy at the mercy and love level in the sense that you're kind to each other, and that's how we get through the day-to-day. That you are lit up on a consistent basis. That you are both just feeling so in love with each other on a consistent basis, because that can happen, but only when you both are really able to get to the heart of what is most important for each of you. And so when I say what you both really want is because I work with couples all the time, and they're communicating, but they're not getting what I call like several layers down into their hearts about what is most meaningful, most important, or what they desire the most, would be most exciting for them. These things are buried beneath the surface. So I want to teach you how to communicate from deeper down. That place that's a little bit scary for some of us sometimes, but that is a place where you're going to have so much reward, where your conversations just open up a whole new world of communication and intimacy with each other. But to do that, I've got to teach you how to do it. I've got to give you some tools, I've got to give you some exercises, some things for you to walk through, some things to write, and even some things to do together. The What You Both Really Want course even has a quiz to help you and your spouse understand exactly what your driving needs are, not just in your relationship, but your whole life. And you know what? This one thing specifically has helped so many people be like, now they make sense. Because who we are in our relationships, our personality, our temperaments, things like that, we generally are the same kinds of people in the outside. But when we're in a relationship where we're, not getting along with each other, or there's some kind of clash or misunderstanding, we're not able to grasp that what's happening isn't personal to us. It's just this is who your spouse is in all the spheres of their life. Me being able to give you just kind of that kind of snapshot, that viewpoint, if you will, kind of like you have a camera and you're able to zoom out and see your husband on a greater spectrum, or him to do the same with you, that right there has turned relationships around entirely. Because now all of a sudden they make perfect sense. Now, it doesn't mean that no one has to change or improve, but when you start from a place of total understanding, like I totally get you now, I get your personality, I get what drives your life, what's always inspired you or what's always held you back, I understand your fears. When you have that kind of a vision of each other and yourself, conversations completely change and completely go to a different level, and it's really exciting. But without that, we tend to personalize everything that's happening, take it on ourselves, take it out on our spouse, and there's just conflict that's consistent. Vulnerability also shows people how to increase the chemistry and the attraction that they would need to have, passionate intimacy to keep going in their relationship. This is something that isn't supposed to just die off because you're not newlyweds anymore. This is something that should keep getting better with time. And that's probably something people are going, yeah, really? That's not what I was told. I know, but that's the reality. Again, when there's vulnerability, and I call it fearless vulnerability, practice in a relationship, those things don't die. They get better with time. Because as two people are growing together and their understanding and knowledge and life is happening, that thread of vulnerability is what's going to keep bringing things back in a place where passion is possible, strong chemistry is possible, strong desire is possible. So if you're looking for your relationship, whether it's to improve and take it to the next level, or maybe if you guys just feel stuck in a rut, maybe one of you's thinking of leaving, then I want to encourage you to take my What You Both Really Want course. Learn about each other more, understand more of what's driving each of you in your lives, learn how to communicate at a different level, learn and implement and actually walk through what fearless vulnerability looks like, and take your relationship to a much more deeply connected and passionate place. So if you are interested in that, I have a special that's running for the next 24 hours, and I am offering a deep discount of $100 off the course fee. I don't think I've ever offered a discount at that level before, but it's a full $100 off the course fee. I'll put the promo code below with the video, and I invite you to sign up for the course, dive into the course. You'll have plenty of time to take it, allow you and your spouse to take it together. And you know what? It's totally fine. If you're thinking into your head like, yeah, right, my husband's never going to take a course with me, I'll have to give him the cliff notes, if that is totally fine. It is 100% as effective if you take it by yourself. Or, by the way, I've had husbands sign up for this course by themselves and then maybe try to get their wives to come in later. It's as effective with one person taking the course and beginning what's to be implemented as it is when there's two people. So no fears there. I am a firm believer that it only takes one person, one committed, sincere person to start changing a relationship. Only one person. Eventually, yeah, we need two people to keep things going, but it only takes one person to make a huge difference. So if that person is you, alhamdulillah, then inshallah, you get all the reward and the barakah of being the person to generate change, to take your relationship to a new level. So again, I invite you to take me up on this is my New Year's 2017 gift to everyone here, $100 off the What You Both Really Want course. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to message me here. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.